Hi, in this video we're going to be finding the turning points for this equation here, 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 12x, and we're going to check if they are maximum or minimum points. We're going to start by calculating the first derivative of y, dy dx, or y dash, and that is going to be 3 times 2, which is 6, x to the power of 3 minus 1, x squared, minus the 2 times the 3, which is another 6, times x to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 1, minus 12. We're now going to make that first derivative equal to 0 to find those turning points. So what we're saying is that 6x squared minus 6x minus 12 is equal to 0. As it is equal to 0, I can divide every term by 6, and we're going to get x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. At this point we can either factorize this equation or use the minus v formula. I'll use the minus v formula here. b is minus 1, which becomes plus 1 here, plus minus root of 1 minus 4 times 1 times minus 2 divided by 2. That is going to give us two solutions. 1 plus root of 9, which is going to be 1 plus 3, 4 divided by 2, which is 2, or 1 minus 3, which is minus 2, divided by 2, so the second value is minus 1. These two values are my two turning points, this one here and this one here. This is the x value where the function is going to be changing. For each of them, we now need to move here to the right. For x equals 2, we need to calculate the second derivative of this function. We look at the first derivative and differentiate again, so it's going to be 12x minus 6. At this point here, x equals 2, this derivative is going to be equal to 24 minus 6, which is going to be greater than 0. That means that this point x equals 2 is a minimum value. For that point, the y value, we will get it when we sub in the 2 into the equation. That value is going to be 2 times 2 to the power of 3, which is 8. That's 16 minus 3 times 2 squared, which is 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. And minus 12 times 2, which is 24. And that is going to give us a minus 20 value. So the minimum point is happening at 2 minus 20. Okay, now we move on and we take our second point. This x equals minus 1. X equals minus 1. We calculate the second derivative at that particular point. It's going to be again our 12x minus 6, but apply that point x equals minus 1. So we're going to have minus 12 minus 6 is going to be less than 0. That means there's a maximum point at this x value. We know the x coordinate, we need to calculate the y coordinate, and that's going to be given by minus 1 subbed into the x cubed, which is minus 1, so it's 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 1 squared becomes 1, so minus 2 minus 3, and minus 1 times minus 12 is plus 12. And what we get is 7. Our point then is minus 1 for the x component, 7 for the y component, and it's a maximum value. These two are our turning points and their nature. So there's a minimum value at 2 minus 20, there's a maximum value at minus 1, 7.